Hey, what's going on, guys? It's MamaBear's back to redo our second part to our medieval build. And I'm going to apologize for that second part upload. And, you know, sometimes you just get a little frustrated and do things anyways, even though you know you shouldn't. And that's exactly what I did. So, we're here to redo this part. Now, if you watched that first upload, then you know that we already did the roof on our build house. So in turn, since we didn't do that on our show house, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, I have done this, and it's not going to come to the exact same point as our build house. So when it comes to the top, I will show you on the build house. I knocked it out just so I could show you that specific part, because if you've been following along with the first part of this video or this build tutorial, then you'll know that part on top is a single block apart. Well, on our build house, I didn't count the blocks, so on our show house, I didn't count the blocks, so they're actually at an even number, so they're 2 blocks apart when you get to the top. So, and anyways, let's get started. Now, the materials you're going to need for this build are cobblestone stairs, and cobblestone slabs, and then dark oak wood planks and dark oak wood stairs. And we will show you the windows in a little bit, and we'll get to those materials in a minute. But for now, let's just get started on the roof. So, you come to this edge, this final edge of our house, then you are going to run with your cobblestone stairs along this whole side, and you're going to do that on the other side the exact same way. So let's run this. And do just like that. Now when you get to the corners, and you're going to come out by 1 block. On each corner, it's going to be out by 1. So there you go. I'll do the same thing on the other side. And out by 1, run it along. Of course, without that second block. There you go. And there we have it. So now on the corners, you're going to come and put an upside down stair on each corner, just like so. And I'm sorry if I jilt out a little quickly. It's my mouse, it isn't leg, because I was doing that before. So again, upside down stair, and then upside down stair. Now these whole corners are all going to be the same, and they're all just going to be repeating each other. So let's do it this way. You're going to put another stair on top, another upside down stair against that. And you're going to take your cobblestone and go up by 2. And you're going to do this for all the other 3 corners. So let's do that real quick. And 2. And underneath. And 2. Now what we're doing, and then on this last corner, once again, you're going to put a stair on top, stair underneath, and it's upside down stair, and then 2 cobblestone on top. And you should have something that starts looking like that. And you are doing a basic medieval roof, so if you know what you're doing with that, then you know what I'm doing. So if you don't need this video, then more power to you. But anyways, a stair, you're going to put a stair on top of each of these, and you're just going to repeat what we did before. You know, it's going to be the upside down stair, stair on top, and another upside down stair, and the cobblestone, you know, going up by 2. So, as shown, upside down. Sorry, I was going to go to the other corners, but there we go. Stair on top, upside down stair, 2 cobblestone, and then you repeat that on the other corners. And I do have a little bit of an announcement while we do these other 3 corners. I'm going to be doing my very first live stream on the 21st, on the weekend of the 21st, and it will be on Pixelmon on the GRM servers, so be on the lookout for that. I may give it a little test just to work it out on my own real quick, you know, before I start, just to make sure it all works, because I've never done it before. But that is an announcement, so be on the lookout for that. I'm kind of excited to be doing that. I've wanted to try a live stream before, but as most of you know, I have kids, so it doesn't really seem like a good idea, you know, when I have my family around. And most of the time, they'll just be, you know, screaming and yelling, playing. You'll hear them in the background. And I didn't think that most of you would like to probably hear that. You'd probably just like to hear me. So that's what we're going to do. And again, following, stair on top, stair, upside down stair, another stair on top, another upside down stair, cobblestone going up by 2, 1 and 2, and that is that. And you continue again on all the other 3 corners. Now this part of the tutorial may not be as, it's probably not as counted as some, you know, my previous tutorial, and that's because this one is actually fairly easier. And it's easier because you're just going up the layer, and you're going out by 1, and you know, your window separation and where you want your balconies is totally up to you, and I leave that to you, because I think, you know, if you watched my first tutorial, you'll know that I think building is highly subjectable and is entirely up to the builder's opinion. And that's why I have chosen to build, you know, to make tutorials on houses that are just that. They are subjectable in what you can do. And, you know, you could choose to do different materials. On the roof, you could choose to go with stone brick, or, you know, anything like that. And the wood is interchangeable, and of course the floors are interchangeable. You can do anything you want, and that's why I like that. And when we get to the, you know, when we get to the interior, I won't be showing you how to do my interior, because again that is to the builder. That is what you want to do. You know, we shouldn't be showing you how to do that, but that's just me. Some others do it. Assuming they show you, and that's great for them, but for me, I want these tutorials to be all about you, and be, you know that you could do this, and you be comfortable in this, and that it is all about your opinion and what you like. Because again, I build to my texture pack, and I build for me. It doesn't mean that everyone's gonna like it, because trust me, there's builds I've had no one's liked but me, and that's fine. I don't really care. But, you know, again, that is entirely up to you, the builder. But hopefully, these houses look nice enough that people will like them. But, you know, again, all up to you. And up by 2, by 2, and that's where you'll stop going up by 2. On this last turn. So again, I'll explain it one more time to you. You put a stair on top of the cobblestone, put an upside down stair against that, a stair on top of that, another upside down stair, and the 2 cobblestone going up, 1 and 2, and you'll repeat that for all 3 corners. And you'll just keep repeating that until you meet at the top, just like that. So if you made a bigger house, you know, if you made bigger floors and made it wider, or anything, you changed anything about it, you can still do this roof. You just do it until you meet at the top. And this will be the next part, you know, next part I show you how to do. And I'll show you how to do it on that house, because most of you, if you've been following my first part, and that's the house you have built. That was the 2. So we'll show you on this house real quick. And okay, so when you come to this part, this is what you should end up with. As I said at the start, that is going to be 2 blocks apart, and you could do the same thing that I'm about to do with this house on that if that's what you came up with. But here it is. You're going to come facing outside of your house. So if you don't have fly, build up to it. Use dirt. It's the cheapest thing and it can break down easy. So moving on, you're going to want to have an upside down stair facing out, just like that. And you're going to want this on both ends. So an upside down stair facing out towards away from your build and not in towards your house. Now you're going to come up and you're going to put 1 cobblestone block on each end. And then moving on with that, you're going to come back to your cobblestone stairs, and then you're going to place it facing in towards the house. The top block will be facing in towards your house. It won't be facing out like the first one. So once again, facing into the house, you'll place a cobblestone stair, and that will be the top of your roof. Now, to finish this roof frame, you are going to run you will run a beam of wood across the top, just like this. And to finish that, this is where you're going to put another stair facing in on each end, and then you're going to take your cobblestone slabs. This is what we've been waiting for our slabs for, and you're going to run it across the top of your roof. Now, of course, when you're filling in this roof, we'll come back to our other house and we'll show you. This is what you're going to do. All you're going to do, if I turn off the weather, turn that off for just a second because that is making me lag a little, and you are going to run it along the same pattern as your frame. You're going to take your wood stair and run it along on where you have the stairs for your cobblestone. So you're going to run it along just like this. Of course, you probably won't be missing, spots running so fast. And then you're going to take your wood plank. If you're not using dark oak, that's fine. And then you're going to do that here. And again, not missing spaces, and over there, and under, and that is how you do that. And then when you're done with that, you should, before your roof, this is what you should end up with. This is how you should end it. Now I'm not going to fill all that in on this video because this is our actual built house, but this is our show house, and since I messed up on that second part and I'm redoing it, that's where I chose to show you instead of knocking that all down and starting over. Now, moving on to the windows section of this build tutorial, and this is where we'll end it, and I'll show you how to do the door frame as well. This is what I came up with for the windows. Now, as you see, not every panel that was left open is a window. Some of it was filled in completely with the block that I've chosen, and the rest was filled in with panes, in between and around. And this, again, is up to you. How you cut these windows out and how you fill them in is you. This is just what I chose to do. Now I'll show you how to do that on one pane of one floor of these, because I didn't actually fill in anything on our show house like I have previously, like with my stone brick house. So we're going to run a beam just like this, because we're also going to fill in our door frame, which is over here. And we're going to show you only on only on the first floor, if I can stop choking. And we're going to run this thing on here. Okay, so now the blocks that I've chosen to use for my windows and my doors are bone blocks, black stained glass panes, And you're going to need a dark oak wood stair and your dark oak doors. Now for the windows, for the actual windows, you're going to take your bone block. And now if you're working on an older version that doesn't have access to bone blocks, you can more than certainly use wool or snow. But I chose bone blocks because with my Chroma Hills texture pack, it gives it this dingy sort of look. And that's what I'm going for when I excuse me, again, build these old houses like this. I want, the older the better. And that is why I chose, jungle wood for the floor as a difference, is because I like, it just gives it a little more used look, like it belongs in the old. And now for this, you want them, sorry, I lost my train of thought for just a second. You want your bone blocks to be facing up. And I'm saying you want them facing up because they do turn. They're very much like logs. So they have like the knot on the logs, they have the bone marrow shadowing on there. So you want that facing up and down in your window frame. And of course you're filling it in. You still want it facing up and down, but you won't see the bone marrow shadowing. So it won't really matter if you misdirect it, except when you're looking on the inside of your house. If you face it that way, that would be that. So now for the glass panes, you just want to fill in the gap. That's all you're going to do with the windows, is just fill in the gap. And you can more than certainly use glass blocks instead of panes, and it would give it a more filled in look. But because I like the depth of window panes, I have gone with that. And of course I've gone with the black because once again I like the etching of my Chroma Hills texture pack. Again, if you want to know what that texture pack is, just look it up. It's fairly easy to find, and I just love how everything looks. It gives an old-timey look, which is perfect for a medieval build or a steampunk build. As most of you know, that's where what my village is a steampunk village on the GR Pixelmon. And excuse me, still have a little bit of a cough from a cold. And again, if you want to fill in with just the bone block, you just do it like this. Just like this. It's fairly simple. Easy to follow. You see? So you have something that looks like that. And eventually you'll have that itself. Or something that looks relatively close to that. And now, as you can see on our build house, I left this gap open, and I believe on this side of the house, this open. Those two openings will become our balconies in the third part. Our third and final part will be filling in the ends of this roof and putting in our balconies. And maybe some detail on the balconies. We'll see about that. Because again, I'm fairly closed off when it comes to my details, my decor, as to how I do it. I will more than happily show you, but as how I do it, that's all me. That's all up to the builder. Now, for the last part of this, our door frame. Now this is where I would choose to put in no windows and just fill in with our bone blocks. I do that because it gives our door frame a little bit of a difference. Now you want one block here. You want one block here, and then you're going to take your stair and push it upside down. That's how you're going to place it, is upside down. Then you're going to take your door. You're going to come inside behind this block and place your door here, just like that. That's where you want to place your door. And in behind. And that's just because it gives you a doorway, as most houses have. It gives you just a doorway. So that is how you do those. Now when we come back to our third part again, we're going to be working on filling in that roof, and we're going to be doing those balconies. Now it may just be the roof, because that's going to take not a lot of time, but a little time. A good enough time, but we'll see how far we get into that video and decide then. But that is for this video, and this is our redone second part of our medieval build, because I do know how degraded that video was, and I shouldn't have uploaded it, so I do really super do apologize. So with that, do not forget to be on the lookout for my live stream here in a couple of weeks. And so with that, I will end this video and say good night, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.